Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I am Fighter for JC. Welcome to another edition of the Good Fight TV. And today I'd like to talk about Game Informer magazine. This is the January 2016 edition. I got it a few weeks ago, and a couple of things caught my attention here. First off, there's an upcoming game in 2016 called Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, it is an action RPG made exclusively for the PlayStation 4. And I don't know how well you can see this, but this is what it looks like. This is what the picture looks like in the magazine. And I'm not going to talk too much about that. Just want to keep that name in mind, Horizon Zero Dawn. And there's another PlayStation 4 exclusive coming up. There's not actually a date yet. This has to be announced. It's called Detroit Become Human. It's kind of like it's an adventure game, kind of like Beyond Two Souls type thing. Here's a picture of it. And, there, it's a picture in the magazine. And also, in this edition of Game Informer, the game of the month happens to be Rise of the Tomb Raider, a timed exclusive for the Xbox One. Now, why am I talking about these three games? Well, one thing these games have in common is that the protagonist is a female. A girl, a dang girl as a female lead in a video game. What the heck? Now, before you guys get going, I'm not being sexist here, okay? But I feel that there's, females should absolutely be more regular heroes or heroines in video games. And I encourage women who don't play video games to try video games. I'm not saying that video games are just for guys. It's for men and women alike. And there should be female protagonists in all sorts of video games. But the thing I have a problem with is that these games, the Horizon, whatever it was, the PlayStation 4 exclusive that's coming up next year, I forgot the title, but it's an action game, and so is Rise of the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Don't waste fabulous, fantastic, awesome action games on a female protagonist. If you're going to make a game starring a female, then save it for the Beyond Two Souls type of game, like that one that I showed you, the other game here. Adventure games, make those girl games. Have a girl protagonist. But Lara Croft, what a waste! What a great game wasted on having a female lead. The best thing to have happened to video games was Nathan Drake. As you recall, they first started calling him Dude Raider when it first came out. But so what? Look, the two games have gone their own separate ways, and Uncharted has totally devoured Tomb Raider because games like that are made for guys. Well, let me back up a little bit here. Tomb Raider, the only kind of men who play that game are perverts who want to control this hot-looking chick, who they can mod into being fully naked, at least the old PC games. Listen, developers, if you're watching this, let's keep it real. Stop trying to get your political correctness into the world of video games. The fact of the matter is, boys and girls naturally have different play styles. This is why when you're a kid, guys play with G.I. Joes or Transformers, and girls play with My Little Ponies and Barbies. Now, it's not just because, society has shaped us that way, but it's just natural. It doesn't matter if you give a little 5-7-year-old girl some G.I. Joes, she's not going to make those guys kill or fight each other. She's going to play with them like she plays with her dolls. She's going to probably sit them around in a little miniature table sitting on miniature chairs and make them have tea with each other. That's what little girls do. And on the flip side, if you give a 5-6-year-old boy some Barbies, he's not going to dress them up and play mom to those or whatever, however girls play with Barbies. He's going to make them fight each other, suplex and pile driver each other. That's how boys play. Now, what I'm getting at is certain types of video games are suited for men. And those kind of games are shooters, for instance, or anything that involves killing and brutality. It's just the nature of the beast. Men like to play that way. That's their play style. Now, girls are more than welcome to play those types of video games if they want to. But in my personal opinion, especially in multiplayer shooters, girls who like to play those kind of games are the ugly ones, that nobody wants, and it's the only way for them to ever meet guys is by learning to love to play the games that guys play. And that's just the truth. Now, I know there are some girls who probably watch over PlayStation Live or PlayStation, whatever it is, who stream their video games, and they're probably really pretty chicks, okay? But that's probably like 1 in a 10,000, okay? And most other girls who play video games that are made for men are those ugly girls that nobody would ever ask out in prom, and the only way they'll ever meet a guy is if they talk to him over a headset playing Call of Duty or something. So anyway, developers, I'm not even going to look up the figures, but I can guarantee you that the sale for Rise of the Tomb Raider completely bombed. And the only main reason for that is because you have a female lead protagonist. And people, honest gamers like myself, who are not bowing down to the altar of political correctness, I'm not ever going to buy an action game who stars a female. Because, I like to get into my games and I like to step in the shoes of the character I'm controlling on the screen. And I just can't make myself to be a girl with girly desires. I'm a man with manly desires and manly ambitions. There's two separate things. Men and women are different. And I'm not going to be forced to play a game suited for men as a girl. I'm not going to control a female avatar. But look at other smart developers out there who played Mass Effect or any RPGs that allow you to be a male or female. Make action games like that. Make every action game give you the option to be able to play as a guy or a woman. That's a simple solution to that. But don't limit us to playing as one gender, whether it's a female or a male. But specifically for action-oriented games focused on killing and maiming the enemy, those are made for guys. And if you're going to have a female protagonist, then you're pretty much just committing, financial suicide. And you're not going to see any sales. Because guys are going to stay away from that. And good luck with women buying those kind of games, because they don't. If they want to play adventure games like whatever, that horror game At Dawn, I don't even know, whatever. I hated playing as Ellie in The Last of Us. Any of you guys hated doing that too? Because I did. Her playstyle, I had no problem with her playstyle. She played great. But having to be a girl, and no, I just wanted to get past that part. And it was lucky for Naughty Dog that I even bought their game knowing that I'd be playing, as a girl, for like a third of the game. But at any rate, developers, publishers, if you want to sell more games, know who your audience is. Stop trying to be politically correct. It's not going to translate in a capitalistic world. You want gamers to buy your games or action games, make the lead guys men, not women, or at the very least, give us the option to play as a man or a woman in your games. Until next time, this is Fighter for JC. See you later. Oh yeah, make sure to leave your comments and stuff.